Well, this is Wilber, Ssebuyungo, Kivekayunga, and welcome you to this show. I work with the Action Entrepreneurs, and this is the Action Entrepreneurs Show. I also work with Nkumba University. Today, I would like to look at the principles of business. One of the principles of business is the principle of being fruitful and the principle of fruitfulness. The principle of fruitfulness states that everyone who believes in himself and has realized that the community has resources that can be utilized in being fruitful ends up being fruitful. The principle of fruitfulness begins from yourself. So inside you, there should be a belief that you can be fruitful. The other word is being productive. Being productive is you use your talent and use your gift. You use all the resources around you with this talent and this gift so that you can be resourceful. You can now produce fruits and products and deliver services that can actually benefit the community and everyone. This is a principle of not some people. It is a principle of everyone. The principle of fruitfulness, congruent with the principle of productivity, of being productive, is for everyone. So everyone is destined for being productive. Now, being productive does not only come by simply speaking about it. So being productive, we start to do work on ourselves. Which work do we do on ourselves? One, we add knowledge. We get to know what is actually happening around us and what is actually happening around other people or with other people, and what is actually happening on us, and where are we? So where are you? And what are you on? So you have to know yourself and know the things around you. That is one. To be productive, one has got to know who he is. Sometimes we do not know who we are. So when you are asked, what is your height? Can you say how long you are? Then what is your weight? Can you know how heavy you are? If you want us, what can you do? Can you identify what specifically you can do? And if one I ask you, what can't you do? Can you also define what you cannot do? Because you cannot do everything. Yet you cannot be living without knowing to do anything. It is important that we know what we can do. This is building a sense of identity. We cannot be fruitful when we have no identity. We do not identify who we are. We get to know who are we, who am I. That sense of identity is what helps us to actually be able to work on our strength and make ourselves stronger, and also convert our weaknesses to being strong. So your weaknesses have got to keep on and consistently and continuously become strong, the strength, and then your strength has got to become to be made stronger through learning. The principle of fruitfulness starts by knowing who you are, knowing what is around you, and knowing what you can do. So now this principle is what brings in what you call identity, self-identity, personal identity. So you identify who you are. Identifying who you are is different from bragging. Is different from pride. But also, it is important to have pride about who we are, the good things we can do. So then we do not need to get pride and then be proud and lose on the direction of serving the population, of doing good, of doing what is right and proper. Friends, and my friend, you can be fruitful by doing what is right and proper, and you can be fruitful by also doing what is wrong and improper. However, being fruitful by doing what is right and proper will always help you to sustain what you have got, and also bring consistency and stability in your heart. You cannot afford to live a restless life simply because you are earning what is your fruits are rotten. So you are earning what is affecting the community and depriving the community and the plight of the poor. So that you cannot be at peace. And where development is always development is hidden in doing work which is so exceptional and excellent to the extent that people will keep gathering around you to keep sourcing more. Why? Because fruitfulness is hidden in using our talents and using our gifting on the resources that we have around us for exceptional and excellent services to the community. And where people receive good and non-regrettable services, they keep coming back and they keep talking to each other about how good your services are. When you live not to dilute what you do or contaminate what you do, but making sure that you refine everything you do is very organized, is so timely, it is also measured not to be so little, and also you also looking at making sure that what you do is not too costly to those who want to benefit from it. Then you have been of help to the community. And what will the community do? It will always respond by running to you. Now, very poor people make too much money from very few people, and yet wealthy people, very fruitful people, make too little money from very many people. That is the difference. They make little money, they collect 1,700, some 4,000 from very many people. Yet very poor people, they make 100,000 from one person or two or three. And yet, if they had 500 people, they would make much more money than these 3 or 4. Now, the more people you serve well, the more these people influence, the more they enforce, they impose an external force to the community to react by running towards you. There are many service centers which deliver services that are almost similar to yours, but a client leaves all those to come to you, or the client leaves you to go to them. So there is something that is so unique that this person has endeavored to study and made this so identical to him or her, or identical in this as an identity of this hospital or this school or this restaurant or this boutique, and has made it so good to the extent that someone has to travel a longer distance to come to that place. So uniquely, this person has identified and know that my business is being a tailor. And I am centering on making sure that what I produce as a tailor is very strong and very good. Very strong, very good, and fashionable. And every time this person is walking around, is thinking of which fashion should I bring for my people. And what if I put this here and stitch it with this and connect it with the other? How will it look? He's drawing pictures and is coming up with the demos, trying to try them out as a pilot and to various customers as he keeps refining day by day. This is why this person is able to thrive business for 70 years, 100 years, and is able to serve as many clients as possible, where you have all the facilities, all the machines, everything, but you have very few people to serve. I've told you of one of the principles of enterprise, one of the principles of business is being fruitful. And you cannot be fruitful when the good things that are in you are not brought out. Please, whatever is good in you, let it come out of you, put it out into the community and give it a name. Name it. If possible, register it and it becomes a business name or an organization or a company which is limited or limited by a guarantee. Make whatever is possible to make sure that what your fruits, what you have produced and what you have come up with is named and also is displayed to the market. Now, for us who are educators and again who do business, we discovered that what we have and it is really good, we must talk about it and we must bring it out and we must tell it to the people. We do not keep it in secret, and it has got to be brought to light. It has got to be brought to the community so that it is identified and people should come for it. And whenever they come for it and it is good, they appreciate it by payment. You remember that payment is supposed to be an appreciation for work well done. When payment comes and work is not well done, it is not a blessing. It is never a blessing. That's why people go and say, now that one did me this, did me the other. Are those blessings? Wherever payment is made for work well done, it increases on your fruitfulness. Now, the other principle is the principle of multiplication. Now, multiplication is based on the fact that whatever we do has got to grow in number and be much more. If, for example, you have you have a restaurant where you're serving 20 plates a day, being fruitful will tell you that these 20 plates that you're selling a day, the plates themselves, the empty ones, are so unique and so appealing. The content on the plate is so good and very delicious when the customer has tasted it and has eaten it. When he finishes to consume this food, has got to feel relieved of being hungry and feel joyful with what he has eaten, and even be joyful after paying for this plate of food. That is being fruitful. But multiplication draws us into increasing the number of plates from selling 20 to selling 50, 100, 300, and 1,000. And there are hotels here which can sell up to 1,000 plates of food a day, because the principle of multiplication is born out of being visionary. Being visionary is what brings multiplication to be realized. Short visions keep on knowing that 20 plates are just okay. Because that is the view and the extent of viewing that this person is having about a business. So business is so subsistent. Yes, what you're doing is good, but it's done on a subsistent level. Subsistent level of business is a level of business where you only do whatever you do to pay school fees for your children, parent, have something to eat, and have some little money with you in the pocket, so that you do not die. so that you keep living and not dying. Yet the principle of multiplication is always looking at how can I make sure that what I'm doing can be of benefit to the largest, the most, and the largest population. How can it serve a big portion of the community? That's what brings into multiplication. So people who have larger visions and of, let me say, or you've been selling plates 20 in this business, you want to grow the 20 to 25, the 20 to 30, 50, like that. Even your service fruitfulness increases, handling of people, of customers, and even the human resource, the people you work with, has got to be modified. The environment in which you serve food or you're serving has got to be just fashionable and so appealing. And even reaching out to these people, when they are you've reached out to them, the handling is so intended and precise and just amazing, because multiplication increases by deliberate strategy. Deliberate strategy starts from excellent service, then reach out to more people, talk to them so that they increase in the number. Multiplication is increasing in the number of the service on the products that you're selling. And the products can never increase when the people who are consuming them are not increasing. And you can never increase the number of staff and or employees that you have in business when the number of customers you're producing these products for are not increasing. So everything that we have in this business can always expand and always multiply when we live to the principle that when you do something good and extend it to the customer with good quality, the right quantity, and it is timely, and the same time at an affordable price, you have the market. And even adopting the technology available, to make sure that you keep on improving and improving. Sometime in one of our show that we had business spying and tourism, you saw that when you go out and do research and discover something good, you can even discover by imagination, discover by insight, discover by revelation. You can come back to your business and shape it up and make it really good, so that your business is fruitful, you're also fruitful, you're fruitful, causing your business to be fruitful. You have a vision that is multi-purpose, a vision that is not limited, so that you can multiply whatever you have, increase in assets, increase in favor in the community, and let your business expand. The other principle is the principle of division and the spread, the expansion beyond multiplication. That brings into what we call branching where you have a business in Kampala which is doing so well, there are people in Mbale who also desire to have such a business. So that now takes you into increasing in number. Increase in number. You can set up a school in Kampala. Another division, you also put a branch, but one school should be very well managed to result into others. So fruitfulness should result into multiplication, and multiplication result into increasing in numbers, so that you have a branch in Kampala, you have another one in Mbarara, you have in Hoima, you have a branch in Soroti, in Chisoro, in Iguru, even Kenya, or other countries like South Africa. Why? Because you have been able to learn these principles of business and enterprise, and then again, you should now master the art and the heart of management. We shall look at the art and the heart of management, so that you remain in control. You have systems of control. You have systems that develop strategies and approaches which unify all your branches of expansion, and that enable you to make the informed decisions within a click of a button, or within you have data and statistics around you. All those, we shall look at them another time. I would like to thank you for being with me. My name is Ssebuyungo Wilber Kivekayunga. I'm the Director of Action Entrepreneurs. I'm also a lecturer at Nkumba University, and we don't speak about business simply because we teach just to teach people and educate them. We actually do business, and do business with precision. I would like to give you my number. You can dial 0704 05 4977, and that is now the Airtel number, which is also on WhatsApp. You can also dial 0788 05 4977. That number is MTN and is not on WhatsApp. And then on our YouTube channel, you can check Wilber S. Kivekayunga, Kive Kayunga, and then that is the same name on even on YouTube and Facebook. You can also check us on some of our messages are also there at Action Entrepreneurs direct channel, which is a Facebook account. You can also check us there. I would like to leave you here. Thank you for being on the Enterprise, the Action Entrepreneurs Show. Thank you. Have a nice time.